the client side. Yes. Uh, So Ajax is very important concept. Okay. So we are using Ajax to send the request to the server. Okay. We're using Ajax for what? To send the request to the server without submit the web page. So we are spending around 2 days with this Ajax. Then I will discuss how to use this Ajax and all. Anyhow, here to work with the Ajax concept, then also we are taking the support of these client-side scripting languages. This clear? Yes. So this is about the concept of this. So this is very, very common entry question. So why we are in the client-side scripting languages? So react.js is the client-side technology. Okay. So these are the reasons why we are using these client-side technologies. I hope you understand this. Yes? Yeah. Now who implemented this react.js? So Mr. Jordan Walkie implemented React year 2013. Yes. So original prototype they released in 2011 and they implemented their prototype and released this React in 2013. Who implemented this one? Jordan Waki. Which year? In the year 2013. Okay. Now, what is the reason behind this implementation? Why they implemented this React.js? What the reason behind it? And the reason is nothing but at the time of Facebook development, in Facebook, they wanted to add some logics to work with the charting concept. In Facebook, to work with the chart concept, they wanted to add some logics. For that, they implemented this React.js in the year 2013. Is it clear? In which year? 2013. Later, they released this technology as open source client-side technology. From then, everyone started working with this React.js. And in different websites like Instagram, Apple websites, and the next one in Facebook, the main purpose is to use in Facebook only they implemented, but later they released it as open source technology. Then from outsiders like Flipkart, all these websites contain React.js. And this React.js maintains by Facebook Corporation. Okay, so this is the basic history about this React.js. So React.js is a client-side script or server-side script. It is a client-side scripting language. Who implemented this one? Mr. Jordan Walkie. So basic version is 1.4 released in 2013. And current version is 19.x they released. That is the current version. What is that? 19.x. Okay. So these are the main points which we have here. Yes. Yeah. One use case I will discuss with you where we are using this React.js, not on React.js client-side technologies. Okay. For example, in companies, you are working with many concepts like in website development, that is dynamic website. Okay, dynamic website development. You're working with registration concept, login concept, like that. Different types of concepts you're working. Now, if you take here again, yes. What are the steps involved in this login concept? First, we need to design login page. So generally got a task in company to work with the login concept. The first step is design login page. Yes. We need to design the login. Yes. 1 second. First, we need to design the login page. Yes, yeah. Next step is implement client side validations. Implement the client side validations. That's the second step. Yes. So first one is design the login page. Next one is what? Implement client side validations. And next, send username, password to server. After that, check username, password, valid or invalid. After that, return to either welcome page or invalid user page. These are the steps in the login. Now, first step, if you observe here, design the login page. So to design this login page, we are using HTML, CSS. Implement the client-side script. Okay, client-side validation. There we are taking the support of client-side scripts. Now here we are using REACTJS. So validations, everything we can perform by using the client-side technologies. So here we are taking the support of REACTJS. And send username password to server. Here also we are using client-side technologies for call the API services. Okay. Through by calling the API service, by calling the API service, we are sending the data to server. So how can you call that API service with the help of Ajax? Ajax is also client-side script. I will discuss Ajax. So we will discuss many programs. We are spending around 2 to 3 days with this Ajax. In this point of we are taking the support of client side technologies. Okay. Now here we are using React.js. After that, check the username password is valid or invalid. In this point of view, server-side script. Server-side programmer receiving the username password which we are passing through Ajax, and he will connect with the database and he will check whether the username password existed or not in database, means valid or invalid. That information server-side programmer is checking. After validation, so if username is existed, server-side programmer returns one value, otherwise another value. Based on this value, we are navigating to either welcome page or invalid page. In this point, I will take the support of routing concept. Okay, so that is also React. Okay, by using React. In React, we have routing concept. Using this routing concept, we are redirecting to that either welcome page or invalid surface. Like this, in this scenario, if you observe, in second step and third step and last step. So we are taking the support on this client-side scripting languages. Is it clear? Yes. Means around 70% is code in any concept, not only in this login concept. If you take the registration concept, or if you take any other concept, 70% is code we are implementing through client-side scripting languages. That is the main point of this. Is it clear? Yes. So that much of requirement is there on this client-side technologies in industry nowadays. Okay. So that is the main. I hope you got the clarity in this point of view. Okay. Now, just one use case also we discussed where if you take the login concept as an example, this login concept where we are in the client-side technologies, that use case also we discussed. Okay. I hope you understand this. Now we are going to discuss what are the features we have in this React.js? What are the advantages we have in this React.js? So compare with the other technologies. Yes. compare with the other technologies. So what are the advantages we have? Those things we need to discuss. Like Angular is there, JavaScript is there. So like that we have these technologies. Why should I go with that React.js? What are the additional features we have in this React.js? Those concepts we need to discuss. Yes, yeah. So I hope you got some clarity in this point of view. Okay. Now we will start the features that concept will discuss in next class. Before that, what the pattern we are following, that pattern we will discuss. Okay. Yeah, this is React.js batch and the prerequisite is JavaScript. Okay. We should have idea on this JavaScript first. Okay. Yes. So JavaScript I will teach here. Okay, I will teach the JavaScript here. No need to learn the JavaScript outside. I will teach the JavaScript to you. Okay. In the JavaScript, we will discuss many concepts like closure, hosting, okay, asynchronous programming, like that. All these concepts we'll discuss in the JavaScript. Yes, yeah. So after JavaScript, I will start the React.js. First, we will discuss the JavaScript concepts. After JavaScript, we will start the React.js. For JavaScript, we are spending around 20 days, and React.js, we are spending 45 days. Total code duration is 65 days. Okay. And your time slot is every day, okay, 1 hour slot from 7 to 8. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. 1 hour slot is our time. Okay. And next point is I will provide you the complete videos, recording sessions, notes, okay, everything you can access through Drive access. Okay. So Google Drive, I will provide to you through that Google Drive, you can access. Got it. Yes. Now, initial starting 4 to 5 demos they're providing. So these demos were spending around 45 minutes like that. After that 1 hour session, so once the demos are completed, then you will get the drive access. Okay. Through the drive, you can access the programs and so this is the pattern which we are following here. Yes. So total course duration is around 65 to 70 days, you can estimate. Around 65 to 70 days. That is total duration of the course. Okay. Yes. So in these concepts, what we have discussed. So any questions you have? So we got some clarity. What is React.js? Is it client-side script or server-side script? It is a client-side script. What the meaning of client-side script? So the script which executes in browser, we are calling as client-side script. Okay. And here we have two types of scriptings. Server-side script executes where in web server. That's the first point. Next point here, why we are in the client-side scripts. That is a very, very important point. So one is to apply the dynamic functionalities and HTML controls. Second one to validate the input controls. Next one to execute logics in browser and to work with Ajax. Like that, these are the reasons why we are in the client-side scripting language. And who implemented this React.js? Jordan Walkie in the year 2013. He implemented this React.js. So now these are the one use case we have discussed. Now we need to discuss the features of React.js. So what are the features we have? Okay. And compare with the Angular, what are the advantages we have? And compare the JavaScript, what are the more features we have? That concept we need to discuss. I will discuss that concept in the tomorrow session. Okay. Yes. So initial 4 to 5 days we are spending less time. I told you. Okay, after that 1 hour slot because these 4 days other people also will join one by one. That's the reason. Yes. So any questions, any doubts you have, you can ask me. You have, if you have any doubts, any queries, you can ask. Okay. If you don't have any queries, then we will continue the session the tomorrow class. Okay. Thank you. You can drop.